I dread the day that I have to probably name a human being and like give it like some stupid name. People
Listen,
I don't know what it is. Like I think people say like, oh yeah, names have personalities and be like, oh you don't look like her, you don't look like her, oh you look like her. That name suits you. Like, but
yeah.
I'm never doing that in
I
my
mean,
life.
I get it all the
Ever.
time. When I tell people my name's William, they're like, "What? You don't look like a William. No, you look like a Tyrese." I'm like, "Oh, because I'm mixed
Okay,
race,
okay.
right? Because literally I'm mixed race." And it's like, "Yeah, you look like a Tyrese." I think you frozen, my friend.
No.
Okay, you're
Oh
back.
God. Yeah. I lost you for a second.
Yeah, you were. Was it me or you? Oh no. Hello.
Um. Hi. Hello.
Is this you or me? Whose internet is?
It could be me. See something. Let me check something.
Because you're freezing.
Okay. It shouldn't now.
Okay, great.
I switched routers.
Let me put some little YouTube mix of songs. DMCA. How are we gonna do this?
Can't you do
Non-copyright
those royalty free
music.
stuff?
Yeah, but see, the thing is with this non-copyright music, some of it is copyright. Let's trust this. It's a live stream.
I think the way you want the world.
I also hate YouTube because of its fucking adverts. And there's no fucking way I'm ever buying premium.
Lives in
Yeah, who would buy premium?
My
Oh.
home
Did you buy premium? Did you buy premium?
No, hear me out. My brother pays in Indian rupees.
You bought YouTube premium.
My brother has a VPN and we pay in rupees. It's like £2 for the family account. So I'm like,
Oh, okay. That's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad.
yeah, I'm gonna keep paying for YouTube until YouTube starts paying me.
Boy, that'll be soon. Inshallah, man.
I'm so tired, man. I haven't had any to eat. Jesus. Ugh.
Okay, now I
That's
don't
a
know how
lie.
this is gonna
Because
work.
I was up playing Warzone all night. I don't even like Warzone. I don't even like it. I never understood the hype. I mean, I get it, but I also don't get it. Like, I hate that's people's only game. Like, it's the
What,
same.
Warzone? Yeah.
Bro, I don't understand. Like, I know people, and that's like their only game.
Yeah.
So you for the last year, you've been playing on the same map, same pushes, same class. Okay, different meta every now and then, but it's still the same. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're like, yeah, I know people who, all of my friends who have Black Ops, except me, have never touched the story mode once.
I didn't even know there's a
Right?
story mode.
Bro, there's actually story mode. The Modern Warfare story mode, the Modern Warfare one. So
The
before
parts
it
game.
was Warzone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That story mode is actually really good. It's actually really good. It's probably one of the best Call of Duty story modes I've played, at least in terms of like captivating and like level design. Oh my god, every single level was different in its own way.
Okay.
So the first level, so they mainly based around obviously like nighttime darkness and stuff like that, right? One level you're infiltrating this sort of like gas factory using flashlights. Second one you're on the streets of Piccadilly.
What? Flashlights or flashlights?
Flashlights.
Right.
Flashlights. It's sort of like the night vision goggles, so you're really limited by that. The second level you start off with a pistol in the middle of Piccadilly Circus with in the middle of as a terrorist attack just happened, right? One mission you are doing a watchdog sort of thing, where so you're kind of taking control of the security cameras as you're guiding someone out of a location. One location you are using flares to light up a region so you can see where the enemies are when they call it through the grass. It's just really good. Every single level, it's a short game, it's like 5 hours, the story mode. And I do recommend anyone who has like Modern Warfare to give it a shot, because me and Jet played it.
Man, like shout out
like,
Jets or
yeah,
jet ski.
literally, bro. I pulled an all-nighter in his yard, and we finished it from top to bottom.
Okay. Because
Eh,
I actually regretted not buying Modern Warfare because I had such a good experience playing Warzone back when I actually managed to stream it somehow before my PC just gave up on me. And I thought, you know what, this is actually a good game. And then I remember looking to buy it, but it was still like £50 on Activision, on Blizzard, on Battle.net, sorry. So I was like, nah, fuck it, I'm not gonna buy it. And then I was thinking, alright, cool, maybe when Call of Duty Cold War comes out, maybe I'll buy that and give that a shot because Modern Warfare was such a good game. Then I played the free weekend of Cold War. I was killing it, like my KD was like 2 point something every single game, but it was so boring. The game to me just felt so boring, so I just didn't even bother buying it. And that's why I haven't got it.
Cold War, so Modern Warfare did two things. It was the least Call of Duty out of all of the games, right? But it also basically saved that brand. I think people see the name Call of Duty, right? They see the name Call of Duty and they assume that all of them are the same. It's looking at all the Call of Duties like looking at all the FIFA games or looking at all the GT. It's not true. When you have the different Call of Duties, they carousel between 3 developers. It used to be 2, but now it's 3, and there's actually a 4th developer now. So the first one's the main one, Infinity Ward. They worked on the Modern Warfare games, and Call of Duty goes to Infinite Warfare, right?
It's Infinity Ward, Treyarch,
and then there's Sledgehammer Studios, which they kind of work. They're the bad ones, they're the bad ones. And there's also Raven Software. So whilst Infinity Ward is now working on Modern Warfare 2, like the sequel to that game, Warzone is now handed off to a company called Raven Software. And then Raven Software also sort out like the remasters and stuff like that. So it's technically 4 companies, right? But it's mainly 2 to 3 companies, and they look at this IP, they look at this Call of Duty title, and they assume that they're all the same. Comparing Call of Duty Modern Warfare to Black Ops is like comparing. I'm really trying to think now. I really can't, my mind's blank. It's like comparing FIFA to PES.
Yeah,
essentially. It's in essence they're the same concept, right? And it's still the same sport, but different developers on both sides. You've got different budgets on both sides. You've got different whatever. The only thing that they share is a publisher, right? The only like real games that I can think of that used to like naturally like religiously carousel between developers and keeping the same IP was literally like the Dragon Ball Z games. And they like, you had the Dragon Ball Z game come out like almost every year, but every single year they were made by like these 2 companies. So they had Namco Bandai.
They're sick. Namco Bandai. I haven't heard that in a minute.
No, Namco Bandai is the publisher, but there's Dimps and hold on one second. Oh, actually, 1 second. Give me 1 second. I've got the thing. 1 second.
Jeez. Interlude. While we're here, how's the sound? Because I know there's a music track playing in the background as well. It's not too loud. Oh, it looks very loud actually on OBS. Very loud. 2 seconds. Get that volume mixer.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. So I got these 2, right? I got these 2. Shout out the old Dragon Ball Z games. So this game and this game is literally like Modern Warfare and Cold War.
Okay.
Same Bandai, but 2 different companies made these games. they just share this name and this
Yeah.
developer, but they're completely different games. I personally preferred one over the other. A lot of people preferred the other one over the other. So, but because Dragon Ball Z games aren't really made anymore, in fact, I don't think they've made a good one since the PS2, in my opinion. I don't think they've made another good one since PS2. So, like, I think comparing the two is very unfair on each other.
I get that. Oh,
Did you hear that?
no.
1 second.
Oh shit. Well, while we figure out what's going on, that's my monitor. I should not be in the shop.
My neighbors were mowing the lawn. It's London, mate.
I was just gonna say, while we wait, or while we were waiting before it was, literally a 2-second break, I realized that we never really like introduce ourselves on this podcast. Like we just sort of started it and just said like, do you know what? Like, yeah, let's just dive straight in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not really good at introductions of myself, so I'll introduce.
Neither am I. Yo, we tell you, my guys, Big Briz. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
That should be it.
That's
One
it.
day that'll be enough.
Cool. Big Riz. Make sure you follow him up. He streams as well. He's got his YouTube channel too. You see if I can get the links. Usually I have them up. Today was not a good day. I can get the link to his YouTube right now.
Whoa, what the hell was that? That was a noise.
Wait, don't you have your own custom link? I swear down you had one.
No, I'm not an affiliate yet. Or on YouTube?
Yeah.
I need 100 subs. I don't have 100 subs yet.
I could swear, I swear I pasted it once and before and it was...
Oh, wait, actually, I think I should have my own.
Yeah, you usually
have
do.
my own.
That's the YouTube channel, and then the Twitch. I never know how many Z's.
It's always
I got
two
in
now.
trouble last time for saying
it's
Z.
two now. It's two now. It's two.
Don't know how many Z's you have in your...
It was an executive decision to make it two.
You got two.
Yeah, just two, man.
Can't lie. Scuffed intro. I can't actually find you.
Should I send it to you? So it's Big Riz with 2 Z's 1502.
That's why I'm missing the 1502. Right, now I've got ya. Cool. Let me just do a quick. Alright. And that's this lovely, beautiful man over here, Mr. Big Riz. Partner in crime, as you can see, light skin, 6'3", maybe 6'4". Tech expert. He knows all his stuff.
Yeah.
Funny guy, fun guy, lovely guy, and yeah, ladies hit him up. He's single.
It's Ramadan.
But Ramadan, so only a good Muslim wife for this man, please. Thank you.
Bro, sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but it's something that I actually want to talk to you about, right? I never understood Twitch, right? Because no, hear me out. That's such a abstract thing to say. Not abstract, such a general thing to say, right? I don't get blah blah blah. YouTube has a live streaming service. It's always had a live streaming service. What Twitch is, and obviously when you live stream on YouTube, the VOD or just automatically uploads in your channel,
Yeah.
Whatever, right? Your videos.
Yeah.
So what's the point of Twitch?
Well, Twitch is just purely a live streaming service, right? Like you can come here and essentially do your own thing, like live, and just stream it. It's like your own show, your own whatever it may be.
But you can do that on YouTube.
That's
right?
true, but I don't think YouTube streaming has been a thing like properly until the rise of Twitch.
Fair enough.
And that's the thing, because Twitch was a thing beforehand. I didn't even personally know what Twitch was until literally last year, June, July, and that's when I first made my account. I've been on Twitch before, but by accident, and I just clicked off it straight away. So I knew it was a place where people live streamed games, and that's literally it.
Yeah.
I thought it was just for like CS:GO, Dota 2, League of Legends, and that's it really. I didn't even think people streamed Fortnite or other FPS games or just other games in general. So
there was like this huge thing, not this huge. There's still this huge thing of taking an idea, taking an app, taking one part of that app out, and then making a whole app out of this concept. So the whole purpose of Instagram is taking Facebook or Twitter, but it's just the photo sharing platform, and you bring it into that, right? Then all Snapchat is you take these videos, you take these photographs, right, or these short videos, and you keep it so it's so private that these things go. Is it private the right word? They go after 24 hours. It's
Exclusive.
the most snakiest app in the world.
Oh yeah.
I've never. It tells you if someone's looked at your comment. It tells you if someone saved it in chat. It tells you someone screen record.
Bro, I screenshotted someone's profile today, and it tells them in the chat somebody that I screenshotted the flipping profile, like the profile. Do you know how crazy that is?
It's one of the most snakiest apps I've ever used in my entire life.
But it's doing
I don't
well.
even use it anymore.
Stock-wise.
I've stopped using it.
I stopped using it. Well, I kind of only use it to literally
you have
talk
your little private one in it, Big Willie style.
Yeah, I got my little private story which I update from time to time depending on how I feel. But other than that, I don't really like use Snapchat for what it's meant to be used for. But its stock is actually rising. And it's a good investment. Like, strangely enough, I wouldn't have thought it until I looked at it, and I was like, wow. I don't see why it's doing well. I think because they recently got the Snapchat TikTok. They essentially got Snapchat TikTok, and gotta infiltrate it in his room. But yeah, you got the Snapchat TikTok.
My mom's here. 1 second.
Hi, mom.
Sorry, darling.
It's okay. There you go. I'll set up. Just use your pin for now.
Yeah,
I'll set up your Face ID later.
Okay.
Just use that. Now take a charger. You bought the whole wire.
Yeah, because I have to walk with the wire in it. And what if I get stuck? Get me on the
Okay.
charger in
Okay.
the
Okay.
car.
Okay.
I need another charger for the car.
Okay. Even more.
Because the
Even
one
more.
in the
Okay.
car.
Okay.
Do
Okay.
not ignore my
Bye. Okay. I'll get you a car charger.
Low budget productions. We love to see it, man.
I know. That's my mom new phone in it, so she's
Okay,
like,
that's your
look at my new
mom's. I
phone."
thought it was yours.
No, I can't get an iPhone.
Yeah, I was
But
thinking.
I can't use my Gmail account as an Apple ID, so that's it. Apple is
Yeah, you've
written
got
off
to make
for
an
me for
iCloud,
life.
innit?
Yeah, I mean I don't mind that, but it won't let me make a my name at iCloud.com. It won't let me do it. It says you have to use like an actual email domain. So I was like, you know what? When I eventually decide to get an iPhone, because I want to try it. I've always wanted to try it. I will speak to an Apple genius, whatever you want to call them, and then get them to walk me through it and act like a bot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I find that phones are very boring. Phones are so boring. Like, but like when you're an iPhone user, right? I can imagine that it's like I'm assuming you don't think about it when you buy a new phone. You're just like, yeah, cool. I'll just get the latest iPhone or whatever iPhone that's on sale right now, and you buy this new phone, and for the most part, it's the exact same experience, right? Whereas I've swapped between like different companies. So I had a Sony first, and a HTC, then a Sony again, then a Samsung, then a OnePlus, and I'm on a Samsung now.
Mm-hmm.
And so far in terms of functionality, this is probably one of the best in terms of like functionality. But then it's really boring.
What
As
do you mean
in,
by boring?
it does everything really well.
Right.
That's it. So my old phone, the OnePlus 7, right? It was really, I really liked it because it had two things. It had a 90 hertz refresh rate on the screen, whereas at the time every other phone was running at 60. So the smoother screen was really good back like this was like a year and a half a year ago. And also it had no notch, no punch hole in the camera. Oh no, I have to show this. Like that little punch hole in the camera, no notch, nothing. It was completely flush, and the camera actually sat inside the phone, and it would pop out as a camera. Right now, the downside of that is the camera wasn't that good. But at the time, I didn't really give a crap for a camera. When I bought a phone, when I thought phone, I thought display and like functionality. Right, I didn't really give a crap about the camera. Now I care about the camera a lot. And Samsung and iPhone are like playing jump rope with who can make the best camera.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then Huawei sort of tried to join in the mix.
See, yeah, and Huawei obviously because the Trump ban is kind of out. Bro, Huawei was so big, bro. They were bigger than Apple.
Yeah, but
Apple was 3.
They've recently been sold or acquired by like this Irish company, or like a part of it's been acquired by an Irish company. I think they're trying to get around the Trump ban like that. Because they look at Ireland, especially with Biden. Mr. Biden, he's an Irish man, so I got a pigeon on my balcony. One sec.
Trying to scrap. He's gonna scrap the bird.
Jesus.
No, second coming, lads. Okay.
Fucking 3 pigeons.
Have a little orgy.
3 pigeons.
They're trying to scrap, bro.
Fam. Underneath the washing, one was in the corner. Like my balcony's like this. One was in the corner.
Yeah.
One's underneath the washing, and the other one was just perched on top of the not ledge, but like ledge, the sill. Fucking hell. Anyway, sorry about that.
No, you good?
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, Huawei.
Joe Biden.
And Joe Biden.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Joe Biden. Yeah. Yeah, he's hilarious. Like, I'm so happy that I'm not from that country, so that I can watch. When Trump was president, I was like, okay, cool. There is no president that's going to be funnier than this guy, and then Joe Biden ends up being funnier without even trying.
Bro, Joe Biden.
He fell up the stairs.
You see it, bro, and he fell like 3 times. It wasn't even like cool. Sometimes you can trip one time. Even it's happened to me. You sort of walk up too fast. But then he fell. He got up, he fell again, and then he fell whilst trying to get up.
Bro, he's gonna be the first person to die from falling off his bed or something.
Bro, I swear down. As I said it before. I said it when he was, even before he got elected. I said, it sounds bad, but I give him 2 years. 2 years, and either he dies in office or he's deemed like unfit to rule.
Unfit, yeah.
I don't see him lasting long. And then President Kamala Harris, President Harris.
Oh Jesus!
Imagine that.
She's I've heard some not nice things about her. About her opinion on locking up young boys.
Yep.
For marijuana.
Yep. Prison system and.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. Like everyone has a past. Everyone has made mistakes in the past. Like no one's got like a perfectly clean record. That's something.
I mean, Obama had no record, right? That's why they were searching for his birth certificate for so long.
Exactly. But yeah, like they've been in office now for what? 4 months?
Yeah,
4 months. And so far, like from what I've read, they've done a couple good things. They've done some good things. They're repealing a lot of Trump's policies. They repealed the Muslim ban. They're trying to get back into the Paris Agreement, which Trump left. They're trying to stop the oil fracking. I don't know how that's gonna work, because I think all like the permissions and land and stuff has already been sold and companies have bought it up. But I know Biden wants to stop it. I think they're trying to increase their corporation tax as well, which is good, and I think it's definitely needed, especially in a country like America. So we need it here, like fucking hell. So yeah, like, you know, give them some time, I think, and we'll see. Hopefully they can maybe not make the change, because change doesn't happen overnight, but at least be like the spark of a start of like a sequence of changes.
Yeah. That was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Hey, man,
I don't usually focus on political issues, especially politics in general. But like, I think the older I get, the more I realize how important it is. Because it's literally the older people voting against us.
Yep.
And it's their policy. It's their I mean, it's literally in the name, conservative views over our views as young people. So yeah, I think the older you get, the more the older I get. Sorry, the older you get, the older I get, the more I seem to try to look into it just a little bit more.
Yeah. I think politics.
Although it's so heavy-handed, it divides people. Like obviously, it's going to divide people, duh. But like, it's such a heavy-handed topic. It's like people are afraid to say who their political party is. Like, I'm a liberal, or yeah, you know, I don't like talking about politics.
Yeah.
because I'm afraid, or that person's gonna be afraid of saying, oh yeah, so he's probably a racist. Oh, so you don't care about. That's the thing. You don't care about poor people. You don't care about blah blah blah. You don't care about.
I don't want to make this episode about politics, but my thoughts on that. I think politics is extremely important, and I pretty much got into politics when I was about 16, 17-ish, and I was like really into politics, and I watched the election both times when they happened here, and even this most recent presidential election. I've been looking into it, or I looked into it before, and I was following it. Everything that's going on right now sort of in the world politics wise, like, I'm really into it. And I think that, as you said, I feel like us as young people need to be more about politics, because ultimately, as you said, like, the older people who are gonna die soon, who these policies will not affect them for the rest of their lives, are the ones voting against us, or are the ones making policies that concern us and our lives. And I just feel like we need to start taking the power, because we're the ones that are going to live for the next 60 years. They're not. So who gives them that power?
Yeah, I saw like an infomercial on the TV about this. Like, literally, they got a bunch of old people, like, not old people, elderly people, right? And they literally said, yeah, go ahead, don't vote, because my vote matters to me, but my vote is the same vote that I've been voting since 1960 something. So yeah, no, it's even, I think people need to understand it. But you know what though, it's like I said, it just divides people.
Yeah,
it divides people.
That's one thing I don't like. It's because of where we are today.
Social, especially the extremist point on both sides of the coin, on both sides, like I'm obviously more on this side. I'm more on this side. But then sometimes this side just says and thinks things that are so ridiculous that it's so hard to be like, you know what, I kind of agree with this side sometimes as well.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, listen, everyone's political view, like, no one is, even, like, say you get two people who are communist. Both of them are not going to think the exact same way. They're not going to feel the same exact thing. They're not going to think that this is correct and this is correct and that's it, and they're both going to say that. No, they're going to have disagreements, and I think that that's the most important part of politics. And I think that politics should not be this taboo topic that people are afraid to talk about, where it causes such a divide. It makes people feel like, oh, I can't give you my political opinion because you're going to vilify me and hate me and call me a racist and say I don't care about this, this and that, when it just isn't the case. I just feel more like, I agree this side, or I feel more represented by this side right now. Of course, these things can change as the years go by, as the months go by. So I think that something needs to happen in schools, maybe with education, that brings politics, that like makes politics okay to talk about. That's what I think. I think it should be one of those things where of course, don't talk about it if you don't want to. I'm not forcing you to, but if you feel like you want to say your political opinion, give it, and we can have a debate and a discussion, and it's not gonna cause me to think about you in a different way. And I've got friends who are Tories, I've got friends who are liberals, I've got friends who just don't care about politics, and we're still friends. I don't look at them in a different way. I agree with some of their points, they agree with some of mine, and that's just how it is, and I think that's how it should be.
Yeah, I've had my my mind changed a bunch of times when it comes to these sort of things, and it's not so black and white as it seems. And to be fair, it's kind of crazy how this stuff isn't taught in schools, but I guess that is also by design. They think teaching religion in school is very important and very curricular, but teaching about government politics and things like that is stay away. You can figure that out by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I think they go hand in hand. Like, I do think that, I think a lot of, it's like an umbrella. Even when you, like, I studied economics, and when you think about it, half the time you're literally studying about politics because you're studying what the government can do to change things that happen on the money side of the economy, and different policies to do with imports and exports. So that's, you're looking at foreign policy now and how things change and around the world affect you. And so I think a lot of it's interlinked, and I think it can be as simple a fix as just making people aware of that this is something you need to care about, because it does affect you in your day-to-day. It's not like, oh, it doesn't really affect me. It does affect you. It affects everything you do, from the prices you see when you go shopping to the food you're eating, where it comes from, its regulation, things like that.
Yeah, it's and who will not go to a voting booth? The Conservatives, because they want to win.
Exactly.
You have to be more passionate than the other people.
Exactly.
And forget their views on race, right? It's just a matter of your situation, right? It's just, I think I don't want to keep pressing on about the whole politics thing, but I think I get it. I think they should teach it in schools, though. I think they should, but then again, then you get teachers' biases also as well. And
yeah, that's true. It's we can leave that for another different episode or a different day.
Bro, I really wanted to get your opinion on the Lil Nas X shoes.
Oh, my opinion on it?
Yeah,
I think it's great. Personally.
I don't mind any of it except one bit, because the same company, Mischief, right? I don't know if you remember the Jesus Christ shoe. With the holy water in the shoes. Yeah. Bro, it's a mirror image, bro. The same company. Thing. So it's a white Air Jordan, white Air Max 97 with a crucifix pendant and holy water in the actual air sack, and with a biblical script on the toe, with talking about how Jesus walked on water, right? Why are people so upset about these shoes?
I don't know. I think.
And now Nike is suing Mischief.
Well, see,
for that.
Nike only got involved. I think I deleted the video. I had notes for making a video about it, and I just didn't. So Nike only got involved because of the backlash that happened with people. That's it. Nike would never have said anything because they didn't say anything before.
With Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. But because there was so much outrage and uproar by essentially butthurt Christians, Nike just basically said, "Oh shit! Like they're giving us bad publicity. Our stock prices are going down. And when it comes to money, they just snap on it instantly." And you know, people already came out with claims. Oh, what's Nike doing? I'll never buy another Nike shoe again. They're pushing this devilish agenda. They're pushing the satanic rituals on our children. It's like, no, they're not. Nike have nothing to do with the shoe. If you do your research, like, just don't buy the shoe. If you feel
It's
that way,
not-
don't buy
Nike
the
has
shoe.
nothing. Nike has nothing to do with this shit.
Yeah.
They just happen to have. This
Other
happen
than-
to be the source.
Yeah, it's the silhouette. That's it.
Yeah.
That is it.
I don't mind any of it except one bit. Right? This shoe that is representing Satanists, essentially Satan, right? One bit I didn't like. I didn't like how there's a biblical verse on the shoe. Right? There's still a biblical verse about something to do with Satan being dropped from heaven down to hell, right?
Which is what happened in the Bible.
Sure. But obviously, in this particular example, it's used as a celebratory thing, right? At least that's my interpretation of it. They're obviously celebrating. Obviously, it's a rebellious thing. I saw this thing. I was looking up. Like, Satanists don't even believe in Satan.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't believe in God. I know people like, oh, Lil Nas X is a Satanist. Like, dude, no, he doesn't believe in Satan. He doesn't believe in Satan. He just, him and obviously the community behind him, right? He's probably just fed up with a bunch of people telling him, according to him, that somebody that he doesn't believe exists, an entity that he doesn't even believe exists, is going to send him to a place that he does not exist, where he's going to be burnt and tortured for the rest of humanity.
Yep.
Fair enough. Okay? But he doesn't believe in this. He doesn't believe in this. Satanists, a lot of the time, look, I know Freemasons and witchcraft and all that stuff like that obviously probably does exist somewhere else. But like the more mainstream Satanists that you'd see, especially now, it's just a rebellious thing. It's just
Freemasonry. Sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, Freemasonry is just simply, it's not what people have made it out to be. Like, it's kind of culty, yeah, but it's not about like worshipping the devil. It's just a bunch of men who back in the day they were masons. They built things with stone. That's what you were. You were a mason, and they started this group back in the day, which has now turned into this like cult, and they were called the Freemasons. And essentially, all you do is you help other Freemasons, and that's it. So
Yeah.
it's nothing like sinister. There's no like, oh, we go and we stand in a circle, we worshiping the devil. Nah, it's just a bunch of men basically that are trying to help each other succeed in life. They give each other loans and money. They help each other get jobs, and that's just, it just started back in the day. Witchcraft and all that, and actual cults, it's a bit different, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They're
Sorry.
just,
Carry
from what
on.
I understand, they're just rebelling against these religious people who are forever telling them you're going to hell for being an atheist. What's hell? Oh, it's this magical place. Like, obviously to a non-religious person it sounds ridiculous. Even sometimes for a religious person it can sound ridiculous, right? But like it's a battle. I think it's a battle between two communities, the religious people and the people that the religious people say are going to hell, right? Let's just put it like that. That's sort of umbrella term, whether it be LGBTQ or atheists or even just a different religion to yourself.
Yeah.
Right? People are, I think they're just fed up. It's a battle of, you're saying one thing, we're saying it's wrong, so we're going to disrespect you because you're disrespecting us, and because you're disrespecting us, we're going to disrespect you, right? I don't think there is one side which is completely innocent. There never will be. There never is in a conflict. right? But it's just, I think it's just a matter of, I honestly don't think this thing will ever end.
Oh no, never. I don't see it ending.
I think this is kind of controversial, but like, I don't want to say this, but like, I don't believe that the church, for example, right, should be involved with this, and they shouldn't be involved with the church, because the church is gonna tell you no, and they're gonna say tell you yes.
Yeah.
Right. I honestly think, I don't think this is what started it, but I think it's probably what triggered something many a year ago. It was when people that don't follow Christianity started to want to get married in churches, and I believe the churches were then saying no. I believe the churches were saying no because I mean, I guess according to the Bible, it is against their faith, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, so the Bible calls homosexuality
An abomination.
an abomination. And like, you're basically, well, you're an abomination. Like, you know, it's self-explanatory. You're an abomination to humanity.
Well, technically, they don't mention homosexuality. They just mean a man laying with another man.
Yeah, but come on.
I mean, no, look, hear me out. No, hear me out. You can be attracted to females, right? That's not a sin, right? But if I sleep with a female, I've committed a sin, right?
If you're not married, yeah.
Yeah, of course. So the way I see it is, and I'm really stepping on eggshells here. I don't believe being gay is a sin. I don't think you can choose it. I don't think it's something you can choose. You can't.
I agree.
You can't. I know a lot of people. I know I've had this like conversation with my friends, and once upon a time, I honestly thought, yeah, it's a choice, man. You choose who you like. You choose who you whatever. But I'm thinking like, no, it's not about liking something. It's like what arouses your hormones, what triggers the hormones in your body, right? You can't choose that. I'm not sure, and from what I understand, you're born like this, which I've not met enough or many people that I've had a conversation with, but from what I understand is you're either born with it or something that you figure out at some point in your life.
Yeah.
Right? Whether it's at a very early age, like some people that I've personally met, or at a very late age, like Philip Schofield. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can live like 60 something. How old is he?
It's like 63 or something, yeah. He's
Yeah,
quite old, yeah.
I never got that.
Well, I think it's also to do with the time. So, you know, for him, imagine for him growing up, he would have been growing up in what, the 50s? Yeah, 50s.
But
50s, 60s.
But then to be married, to have kids, would imply that you've had relations with this woman. That you're not. That's why I don't fully understand. I can understand if you figure it out as a little kid, as a child. I can probably like understand. If
Maybe he was hiding it.
Yeah, but
like you can be closeted for a very long time, and you can sort of hide it because of.
It's easy to hide. Is it easy to hide? I guess it's easy to hide.
I think so.
Easy to hide.
Yeah.
It's easier to hide than being coloured.
Yeah.
Or
exactly,
being a female, or being unable-bodied.
Yeah.
Right. It's probably the thing.
Yeah.
It's a. I was going to call it a behavioural trope. I don't know if that's the wrong.
It's not visible.
Yeah, it's not visible.
If you don't want to make it like a visible thing and be like, you know, flamboyant and like super gay, I guess you can call it.
Yeah.
No one can tell. Like, you know, I could be gay, but you would never know.
There's someone that I knew, so like literally the first gay person I've ever met, like openly gay person. I know he was gay until someone told me, because I don't see it.
Exactly.
You can't see it. Other than that, like you see obviously like a rainbow badge, and you can probably assume, and then sometimes that's like, again, I'm speaking anecdotally with another person that I know personally, right? I'm not saying everyone that wears a rainbow badge is gay. That's obviously not true.
Yeah.
Just be an ally. But I don't believe that being like this, right, is the sin in itself.
Mm.
I think it's the act of you pursuing these desires.
That's
Am
me.
I?
Wait, hold on. Technical.
Go on.
Let me turn on my. I forgot I turn off streamer mode. Enable. All right. We should be good now. My bad. That's me.
Yeah, it's cool. I wish we had more people watching. We could have a couple of comments.
I don't even know. My view count's turned off, so
Yeah.
probably
Anyway.
lurkers. Probably Jess, just in the chat.
Yeah. I've always understood it to be like it's not the being that's wrong.
Hmm.
It's the action that's wrong.
But then, like, following on from that, so cool. You made the equivalent statement of if I was to lay with a woman right now and we're not married, it's a sin. However, I get married and it's fine. Gay homosexuals, before gay marriage and same-sex marriages became legalized, could not do that, and so they would spend their whole lives essentially committing sin, because they'd spend their lives basically, you have a partner and maybe they're potentially long-term partners, they've been together for 10 years, but they couldn't legally get married, and so they'd be committing sin constantly. And you can't expect someone to live their whole lives without having sexual intercourse at some point.
Wait, so you're saying, so from what I understand, you're talking about two homosexual men.
Well,
right?
2 men, 2 women, yeah.
Oh yeah, in this example, two homosexual men who are in a committed relationship, right? But they don't have sex because, why did I say it like that? Like I'm still a child. They don't have
Sex.
you know. They don't have sex because my mom's in the other room.
Oh, fair.
Because they're living in sin, right? But like, I mean, isn't the act, regardless if it's post or pre-marriage, still a sin?
Well, I'm not sure if this is correct, but what I believe, the Christian belief is, like, if you're very, very strict Christian, you should only have sex if it is to create a child, just purely for procreation. And they don't even believe in like condoms or contraception and stuff like that. You only have sex when you want a kid, and that's it. Obviously, us as human beings, we have sex for pleasure. And you're supposed to do that.
I've heard things though.
Huh?
I've heard things.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Same here, man. I've only heard. I don't even know what sex is. But
I still close my eyes when they kiss in movies. And then go home and watch porn, like nothing happens. Like when a movie like, yuck.
That just
I don't know if this is offensive. I hope this is not offensive. But I was watching Spider-Man Far From Home with my brethren, right? And essentially it's Peter kissing MJ, right? And I was like, gay.
My goodness.
And then there was like this woman in front of me. She's like,
yeah. No, I get that.
Like she didn't know how old I was.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is. I just look at it like, as I said, like we're just broken. Like, because again, it goes down to education, and we're told and taught constantly that, like, you shouldn't be doing these things. Talking about sex and talking about sexuality is taboo. And
that's more culture than anything else, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I am happy. Like, I'm on the side of people who, I'm happy that, like, being gay or being queer, being LGBTQ is more in the spotlight now, and it's being shown in a positive light, and it's being shown as it is okay to be gay, it's okay to be lesbian. It's a, you know, people I think are too quick to say, what's going on here? Why is it? I'm downloading. Why am I downloading? Sorry. People are too quick, I think, especially on like social media, to say, oh, it's being forced down our children's throats. It's oh, you're making our kids gay. Like, no, you're not. Because the same way that I was watching, you know, Disney movies when I was 3-4 years old, and I would see the prince and the princess, and they would kiss and go to, you know, dancing in a ball and stuff. It's the same thing. It's just a heterosexual relationship. And now you're looking at a homosexual relationship. I don't see an issue with it. I don't see a difference. And if the child is gay, I think that's not something that you can... I don't think it's a nature versus nurture thing. I think, yeah, it may make the child want to experiment more. I do believe that. But I don't think you're forcing the child to be gay, because ultimately, once you experiment as a child... not as a child, but like once you experiment as you grow up and you grow older and you think, oh, maybe I like men, I'm not too sure. I think once you start questioning that, you will very, very soon have a very, very clear answer as to whether or not you are gay and whether or not you are heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual. It's the same way that, you know, you have these stories of kids who are born girls and they want to be boys. They feel like they're in the wrong body. I think that if you feel that way as a kid and you're brave enough to say it, I do think it's not, oh, they shouldn't be given the chance to. No, this is something that they've decided. They've clearly, so of course you have to think about it a lot, and I think those conversations need to happen at home. But when the parents just shut things down, I think you're causing these kids to rebel, basically, and they'll go out and do something later on down the line which they may regret. And I think it'll be much worse for the parents to see something like that happen, where you're potentially burying and outliving your child because you didn't listen when they came to you for help, and no one else listened because, or they felt like they couldn't go to anyone else. So of course there are stories for the other side too, where, you know, you have these kids who feel like they're in the wrong bodies, and then they go through the surgery, they go through the process, and then they regret it.
Or later on in life.
Okay. Or even as kids,
do
they
you
regret
believe,
it.
Do you believe that the transition period should happen whilst the person is still a child? Like the hormone therapy and things like that.
I think that...
You're really pixelated, by the way.
Am I?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Well, on Discord or?
It's just me to you. Actually, you know what? It's not on the. It's not that bad on the stream, so it should be fine.
It's just Discord, maybe. I think it might be that download. But no, it's my internet's fine. I don't know. Yeah. Is stream bad?
Nah, it's actually really good.
Stream is fine. Okay. So it's just you. That's fine then.
Yeah.
What was the question again? Sorry, say that again.
Do you think when a child, because there's like laws about this, right? That if a child suggests or that they may be transgender, or they believe that they are to be transgender, right? That, and if the parent doesn't then entertain it, is that the right word? As in, go through the process of giving the child like hormonal therapy and hormonal replacement therapy, and stuff like that.
To help them through the transition.
Apparently, if a parent disagrees to do that, then it can be considered child abuse in some other child's. And sometimes, I don't think it happens in this country, but overseas, I wouldn't be surprised. But like, children can get taken away from their parents because they disagree to essentially pump their child full of hormone replacement therapy. because at the age of 7, they've suggested that they could be transgender.
So are you asking me if I agree?
Do you think that's right? Because I don't know a lot of people. I don't know a lot of people. I've seen a lot of quotes and sources of people who agree with it.
Yeah.
And the most common one was it was when Joe Rogan had this conversation with what's his name? The guy from College Humor, Adam Conover. Adam Ruins Everything.
Yeah, wait 1 sec, because now you're pixelated.
It's fine, don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, alright.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You know Adam Conover, Adam Ruins Everything.
Yeah.
So basically, Adam was for this, and then like Joe was like very much against it. So like there's a very strong influencer of someone who essentially educates people on the internet who believe that this is correct, and if not done so, then it's child abuse.
Joe Rogan educates people on the internet.
No, I'm talking. No. I mean Adam
you
Conover
mean
with
Adam?
Adam Ruined Everything. He has a very yeah. Bro, have you ever tried DMT? Dude, what's his name? What's his guy? What's his first name?
That's what I was laughing.
Pull up Gorilla Fights.
That's what I was laughing. I thought you were trying to say Joe Rogan educates people on the internet. I was like, wow, that's it's crazy. We think that.
No. Joe Rogan has people that educates people on his show,
Yeah.
but Joe Rogan's not the one doing the show. Like there are some that there are some podcasts of his that I would watch like from top to bottom in one sitting, like the Elon Musk one, the Kevin Hart one. Kevin Hart was, I think, was the first one that I watched from like top to bottom. Jordan Peterson, whenever he comes on, I would watch that from top to bottom. He's a very, very well-spoken man. Very well-spoken.
Very intelligent. He knows what he's talking about. He's an expert in his field. Yeah, I love Jordan Peterson. But yeah, going to the question. So I don't agree with the fact that it's considered child abuse. I think that's wrong. I think that's way too extreme. Like way too extreme. I think that there is an element like of child abuse, and it kind of goes with what I said before, where I just think it's you as the parent's responsibility to make a safe environment for your child, where your child can feel as though they can talk to you about anything. And you also, as the parent, have the responsibility where you must listen to your child. Whether or not you choose to accept it, that's sort of your own doing. That's your own opinion, that's your own actions, and then the consequences which you face are based on your own actions. But I think that you as a parent must at least listen and work with your child, because they're your child. For me, in my opinion, as a parent, you have no other job. Like as a parent, of course, you're gonna have jobs and stuff, but as a parent, you have no other job than to make a safe environment for your child, raise your child using your, the correct morals and ethics, and whether it be with work or playing and things like that, and being there for the child physically and mentally, like emotionally. So if the child does feel this way, they do at 7 years old feel like they're in the wrong body and they want to go through hormonal replacement therapy or something like that, something along those lines, I feel like as the parent you must listen. And of course you can put your own wisdom, your own thoughts and feelings into it, and maybe the conversation isn't just like a one and done conversation and it happens over the course of a month or a year even. But if you realize that your child is sure and they want to do this and they know the risks involved, you've educated them about all the risks involved, everything that there possibly is to know, and you've obviously read up on it too. I think that then if you then still like don't agree to it, I think it shows a lot more about you than the child.
Yeah.
And whether it's child abuse or not, I don't know. I don't think it should be classified as child abuse, but it's definitely like bad parenting.
This thing with children, I think at a certain age, I was having this conversation with I think I was talking to Israel about this. It was like this whole thing with hitting children, right? I think, and then she said this thing with, oh, so you want to raise them in fear, right? So my response to that was, you can't tell a 5-year-old, 6-year-old not to do something, to not do something, and expect them to not do it. You can't even say that to an adult sometimes.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't tell a fully developed man, don't think about something, don't do something, and then without that person thinking, I kind of want to do it now. I kind of want to do it. I kind of. What happens if I don't? But when you talk to an adult, you have the ability to reason and understand why they cannot do something, right? Whereas I think with a child, it's a lot more difficult. So when a child does something naughty, right, I think a smack on the bottom is fine up until they get to a point where you can start to actually reason with this child, right? Because it's not a case of living of fear of me, but it's a case of living in fear of doing this thing again.
Yeah.
You know? It's
yeah.
a weird thing. So like that's one thing, like I think you teach young children, but you train babies essentially. I think that's the way to be. Like when you get to like a toddler, you have to train it, right? You have to train it. Whereas when it's a young child, you can talk to it, and then when it's an adult, it's done. Like you should be done by then.
Well, it's right? You sort of see like when kids reach about 3 to 4, they start forming opinions on things, and they tell you, oh, I like this, or I don't like this. This makes me feel happy, things like that. And I think that's the point where you can reason with a child. Of course, there's still a lot more reasoning and a lot more learning and educating to do. But I think at that point in time, when the kid starts making sentences and being able to form opinions and things, when you say, don't do this, this is wrong, if the child goes and does it, then I don't ever want to hit my kids personally, but I don't see an issue with people that do, unless it's to the point where you're literally like going full force and like smacking them across the face and shit.
I've heard stories, more than stories, of like I've never thought, how can you be a grown ass man, look at a child that's a 10th your size, and beat the out of the ball like blood. People out here using weapons and belts, and it's like, whoa. But when I think hitting a child, right, I literally think
so
or a smack on the bottom when the child's wearing a nappy, so he's not even gonna feel it.
It's just the child knows this is wrong.
Worst case scenario, slipper thrown at the back of your head. That's not gonna hurt. You know what I'm trying to say?
Depends on age, but
yeah. I mean, obviously not like when it's still soft.
Yeah.
But it's not like another thing about it. Every time I got hit with like a slipper, I never felt it. Like I was always like, I didn't even feel it. I just knew that this happened because I did something wrong. It's not a nice feeling. It's just not a painful feeling either. But like I think this should be fine.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. This is the thing. I disagree with people that like, when people smack people with, when people smack their kids with belts or full force on the face, hitting their heads and shit.
Crazy.
I just think that I think that's child abuse.
Yeah.
I think that's child abuse. A little smack on the hand, like don't do that. That's fine. Or on the bottom, as you said, they're wearing a nappy, they can barely feel it anyway. For the child, it's just knowing that this is what happens when you do something wrong. Yeah. And you don't want to feel this way. For me, like shouting as well is kind of the same thing, but shouting is also kind of bad because I look at it, if you shout, you've lost the argument. So if you shout at your kids won. I think that a lot of parenting has to do with your looks. And I always found, like, my mom, she's brilliant at it. Where I don't even, if I did something wrong, and I looked at her and she gave me that look, and you know, like, yeah, I'm in deep trouble if I don't stop, and you stop immediately, and that was it. And I think that's the best kind of parenting, where you don't need to shout, don't even need to talk. You just give your child a look, and the look tells you everything you need to know, and so you stop doing what you're doing immediately.
I'm never giving my child an iPad.
Never.
No, never. Oh, no. Hear me out, bro. Listen, I've worked at Kyrie's for years, bro. Like, I saw this one guy, right? He came in. He's got his 2 children, right? He had 2 tablets.
I agree, by the way, but yeah.
Smashed, bro. Like literally looked like it had a bullet hole in the glass, right? And I'm thinking. So I was like, what did this? He's like, oh, a 7 and an 8-year-old. I'm like,
Wow, 7 and 8, that's quite old.
I was like, did they smack it against the door? And they're like, and he's like, they fight. I'm like, alright, cool. Obviously, not my business. I don't press any further. But in my head, I'm thinking, hold on, they have their own tablets. What were they fighting over? Like, when I would fight with my brother over the PSP, it was because we had the one PSP.
Yeah.
But if they have their own tablets, what were they fighting over? To the fact that they broke each other's. That's a bit mad, you know.
No, I mean,
nothing is more destructive than a child with a tablet, bro. Smack it, bro. My child eventually, inshallah, whenever that happens, right, would have to be to the point where I can justify buying an iPad Pro. So buying a tablet for something other than just games, essentially. Right. I specifically said the iPad Pro, because I think when you get to that age, you're not going to smash a tablet into 2 pieces because of whatever the hell those 2 kids did.
I think that, like, technology is so good, but at the same time so bad.
Yeah.
It takes you out of reality, and I think as a child you need to.
Yeah, tablets are the reason that, like, Toys R Us is no longer a thing.
Yeah.
Why buy a child a toy for £60 and nurture their creativity, their imagination, but you have to keep spending another 60, 50, £40 on how many Lego sets? A Lego set's really expensive. It's like 70 to 80 quid, right? For them to build once and then never touch ever again, right? When you can buy one Samsung, not even a bad tablet, a Samsung tablet for starting at 99 quid and have a lifetime supply of free games forever.
And YouTube videos and
Yeah, literally YouTube videos. We don't have to play games. Just watch someone else play games.
Legit.
Subscribe to Big Riz, by the way.
Subscribe to Big Riz. Subscribe to me as well.
I actually made the executive decision to I'm no longer doing playthroughs.
Okay.
Yeah, playthroughs are all done. My channel's gonna be mainly short and sweet to the point videos.
Okay.
I still kind of want to do the playthrough thing, but I think I might just I'm gonna find another platform for it, because if I show you my screen, right?
Careful, because it will come up. So whatever tabs you have open.
That's fine. I've got nothing here. If I go to my studio, right? Essentially, when I look at my videos, right, I have a video that I'm really proud of, like this one, with 105. Oh my god, I went over 100 views.
That's a good video.
I didn't even know.
PS5 view, yeah.
Yeah. So I have a video that I'm.
But it's because we're screen sharing on Discord.
Yeah. That's cool. Like, so I have a video like this that I'm really proud of, and it obviously generates quite a little bit of views and quite a bit of likes, right? But then it gets completely flooded out by. Oh, 1 second. It gets completely flooded out by all these other videos that I made for me because I wanted to play these games. But then look, like almost literally some of them no views, right?
Yeah.
And then we have another video that I'm proud of, which would be like here and here, and obviously look here, we're getting more views. into the double digits. So there's clearly these videos are completely drowning out the videos that I'm actually proud of. If I go into here, let's see, it was my first PS5 video, which is here, right? Again, really nice video, but then it gets drowned out by all these videos that obviously less people are watching. So I think it's probably just better for like my channel if I stop making those sorts of videos, because I think they're hurting my channel more than anything.
Yeah, I hear that. I think it's a good decision, like, and you're making it for yourself. And as you said, like, I didn't even think about the whole like the drowning out thing, because of course, for like your returning subs who've watched your videos, they will only see the newest video you post, right?
Yeah.
But if someone was to look into your channel right now and they look at your videos and click through, which is what I just did to find the link, you do have to do like some searching, some scouring through. You know, you press videos and all you see is a bunch of let's plays. I need to do it for my own channel too. Like, you have to scroll down 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th line is the PS5 video that you just showed, the 105 views one. And yeah, it's 5 lines down. Who wants to look through 5 lines of let's plays before they find like an actual good video? Not to say other videos are bad, but like, you know what I'm trying to say.
No, they're bad. But listen, my goal was when I started doing this was to make videos that I would watch. I don't watch let's plays, so why am I making let's plays? Because I won't watch let's plays. Brad and whenever PewDiePie does his own little thing, or Jacksepticeye when they do their thing, I never watch their playthroughs because it's not something I'm interested in. If I'm interested in a game, I'll buy it and I'll play it.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's what Twitch is for.
Buy it and I'll play it. Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah,
I think that's what Twitch is for.
Here's the thing with live streaming, though, right? Here's the thing with live streaming. Before I decided to make my first YouTube video with those first Assassin's Creed videos, I was live streaming Outlast, right?
Yeah.
I was live streaming Outlast, and obviously I was doing it at sometime at night time. I posted on Twitter, I posted on Facebook, posted on Instagram story and all that nonsense, right? And I got like 1 view came in, left, 2 views came in, left, and then a couple of views came in, left, right? Which is fair. That's like what live streaming is, right? And I knew who they were. They're like my friends, right? So when I was streaming, like the first thing I ever did was stream, and it wasn't even, I didn't have a capture card, I was literally just pressing this button on my PS4 controller, right? I am trying to, my audience have to enjoy my entertainment at my convenience and my timeline. Whereas the reason why I decided to make YouTube videos instead, like videos instead of streaming it, was this way I can make a video at 2-3 o'clock at night time when no one's awake, and my audience, my viewership, can enjoy my content at their own convenience. You know?
I get that. When I live stream,
my friends will pop in and pop out.
Yeah,
but
same.
I can't even convince all of them to click on the link, even though it's followed. Like, the notification comes on their phone, right?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Maybe because they're busy. Maybe they don't have time to click on the link and watch and tune in, right? Which, fair enough, right?
As you said, it's at your convenience. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You have to enjoy my content at my convenience, and my convenience isn't always the same as your convenience, right? So obviously, the smart people, or smart, let's call them the successful people, they obviously will have a calendar that's publicly posted. Like, everyone will know when Pokimane is going to stream, or everyone knows when
you have your set days and times.
Nick Merckx is going to stream. Yeah. Like, they're going to know. And obviously 7 o'clock in the evening, or 8 o'clock in the evening is probably the best time, because that's when most people are not at work or not at school. So yeah. But then
Freed says an active Discord community as well. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But like, when you make a YouTube video, the audience then has the freedom to watch it whenever they want. It's
That's true.
there, and you can watch it as many times, whenever, however.
You can
in
click
part,
into
not.
the video. Oh, I want to see
Whereas-
this part again. Yeah.
Whereas Freed came into this and didn't even hear probably didn't even hear the conversation we had prior to what we're having right now, because the conversation we had
jumped in.
prior to today is completely different to gaming or being a creator or anything,
Yeah.
right? We're talking about politics and
We're talking about politics and
Exactly.
babies and homosexuality.
Yeah.
All sorts.
Yeah,
So,
literally, so and Satanist shoes.
Yeah.
And Joe Biden dying by falling off of his bed.
Yes. I did say that. Yeah.
So yeah, like it's weird. It's weird. But hey, I mean, it works, right?
Yeah.
Also, I do appreciate how Twitch and especially TikTok, they allow, they're a bit more friendly to new creators, I would say.
Twitch. I wouldn't say
Whereas-
Twitch is.
You wouldn't say so?
The only reason why Twitch is friendlier to new creators is simply because of the lack of barriers to entry. You don't need
Yeah.
much to be
Yeah.
able to stream, but to be viewed, there's no. TikTok is great because you can make a video and people will see it one way or another. People will see it. I don't know how their algorithm determines that, but they've done something good with their algorithm.
Their algorithm is so strange.
Yeah.
Man.
But
Because
you can literally
would
post
look at-
anything.
I would look at my friend's TikTok and he would have videos on his timeline, like types of videos that wouldn't even ever come up on my For You page.
Exactly.
Like the amount of videos on there is incredible, and you will never ever see. There's a whole side of it that you'll never see.
Yeah.
You know, whereas YouTube is a lot different. Like when I started like watching YouTube and stuff, like I was watching comedy skits on Nigga Higa and Smosh and
Smosh
Ray
is
William
great.
Johnson, but then it obviously went into the gaming side, so the PewDiePies. And obviously for me, I went to the tech side, the iJustines, the Marcus Brownies, the Unbox Therapies, and then obviously that it allows you to, the trending stuff allows you to branch out and see different genres. Whereas with TikTok, I'm not gonna lie to you, I bet you if I go onto it right now, there's gonna be Call of Duty, breasts,
Yeah,
Call of
that's
Duty,
all I see on TikTok.
breasts.
I think I deleted the app because of it.
Chunks, Charlemagne being of Charlemagne needs to be locked up. That's it, man. That's it. It's like it's the same. It's like things that I expect.
Yeah, so I literally just went onto TikTok right now, and the first thing I saw was like some joking thing. The second thing I saw, I literally scrolled, and this is it. This is the screen. What the hell is that?
Have you been on TikTok Live?
This is it. I just scrolled once.
Is it
and it's alive.
what is that?
I don't know. It's just a woman's
dog.
ass, basically.
Oh.
She's just laying there. I have
Do you know
no
what
clue.
lives? Do you know what lives I get, bro? I get lives here. It's kids studying, and then there's a piece of paper saying, "Oh, it's a kid studying, and then on there's a piece of paper saying, "Oh, going live is stopping me from scrolling," and like 50,000 people are watching it. I'm like,
Wow.
I'm
This
like,
is
I'm
cooking with Tourette's. That's the next scroll.
Oh no, he's funny. I've seen this. He's funny.
So this is the reason why I just don't use TikTok. It's just all weird. I might start making TikToks and like posting and stuff. I was thinking about it, but I don't know. It's, as I said, the algorithm's really good. It's one of the few like social apps that are out right now where anyone can get viewed. I don't know how it works, but anyone can get viewed, anyone can be seen, and I think it's great for young creators, for new creators, people who just want to do something that's different and like be seen or show it off to the world. And that's where Twitch falls, and that's where YouTube also falls, where they only promote their big streamers. If you're getting even 10 views in the category, you're very rarely going to be seen. unless it's like a game that nobody plays. Like I don't know, like I kind of want to, like a Stardew Valley or something.
I heard this. I don't know if it's a conspiracy, but it thinks like it's a conspiracy, right? Of TikTok, right? It's you have their top creators that originated from TikTok. So I'm not talking the celebrities on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
You've got the Charlie D'Amelios, who no one knew who she was before TikTok. She's famous from TikTok, right? Bella Porsche, the girl does that
I don't
one.
know
I
who
don't
that
even
is,
know.
but yeah.
Bro, she's just this Asian girl. I think she's Filipino, and her thing is this, bro. And she has the most liked video on TikTok, and it's this, bro. It's just a face zoom and her lips sticking to a song.
And that's the most liked video on TikTok.
not this one, but something very similar to this is the most liked video on TikTok, bro. And it's a trend that everyone was doing. M to the B, M to the B, M, and like everyone's doing the head bopping with the face zoom filter. And that's the most liked video on TikTok. And it's not even like this thing was exclusive to her. She just did a trend that everyone was doing.
Yeah.
Right? And then you had Charlie D'Amelio doing the dances and shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say
Renegade.
The Fortnite dances. What the conspiracy or the supposed thing that I heard that made TikTok so popular was they took a handful of young adults or teens, essentially, right? Saw their content and saw that their content is the same as everyone else's content, right? But they made these people into celebrities. Why? Because then the average Joe, maybe someone a lot younger than us, a girl, a boy, whatever, right? In high school or whatever, right? Will see that, oh wait, hold on, that's all these people were doing were just a trend, and they turn into celebrities because of it. I'm gonna start doing that now, because if it's that easy, then anyone can do it, right?
Yeah. I was talking about this with somebody before.
Whereas
we were saying how TikTok and basically TikTok is basically causing kids to not want to work, because they see how these celebrities have become so famous, so rich off of doing the same content that everyone's doing, maybe reposting the same video in a different outfit 3 times a day, doing the same exact dance or same lip sync, and they're getting, tens of thousands of dollars or pounds or euros. And kids see that, and then they think to themselves, why am I in school studying from 9 o'clock in the morning till 3:30 p.m. when I can just do a TikTok dance for I learn it for maybe half an hour and I do it 15 seconds and it's done, and I can get 10k. I'm not studying, I don't want to work, I'm gonna do this. And then it becomes this saturated market where you have the same content being recycled and redone by millions of people around the world.
Small waist, pretty face with a big bag.
Exactly. Things like that, or the red light challenge, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I mean, that literally had kids exposing themselves. You know what I mean? Like TikTok again. I said it before.
It's so much different to YouTube.
Yeah.
Especially to what YouTube used to be. Like if you look at like the golden era of YouTube, right? Nigihiga, you could tell like his videos took time and effort to script and write and act with his friends. Smosh videos had so much special effects. Smosh videos had so much like special effects that like now I'm really trying to appreciate what Ian and Anthony did all those years ago with After Effects, because it's not that easy. It's not easy. Ray William Johnson had his studio. He had people go out and find viral videos, or that aren't viral. Maybe they're just rising, and then turn them into viral videos and do essentially commentary. It was basically RootTube, but 3 videos. That's what it was.
Rowan
It was just,
Johnson,
it,
he,
it
like,
was,
made
it was.
careers.
He was literally the guy who probably like pioneered like reaction videos.
Essentially, yeah.
Essentially, like over the top, like theatrical reaction videos. That's all he was doing. Video reaction, video reaction, video reaction. That's it, done. Highest subscribed YouTuber, beat Nigahiga, who was like the king of YouTube at one point. My opinion still is, because as you know, although it is one of the goats. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah? Okay, bye. Sorry.
But now you look at, I mean, PewDiePie did something special when he was rising. He moved across the world and lived at different parts of the world so that his channel was trending in those countries. So when he lived in Sweden, his videos would trend in the Scandinavian market and Europe. When he lived in Italy for a little while with Marzia, his videos would trend in that part of Europe. He lived in Japan for a little bit, so his videos are trending in the Asian market. And then now he's living in London, where he's basically retired and settled now.
I mean, he moved
But
to
like,
Brighton first at one point, didn't he?
I think he still lives in Brighton. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh,
But like,
it's
the fact
like
that he
yeah,
moved around.
Exactly.
He's kind of doing. I call him like the Drake of YouTube, with the way Drake, like, oh, he will say a tune or will switch his accent or will say a word in a foreign accent, not foreign accent, and then a word in a foreign accent, or say a verse in a foreign accent,
he named
or say Habibi or something like that, and then get the Asian Arab boys going crazy. Obviously, he had the kind of thing from Way, and then obviously because there's a huge Jamaican following huge Jamaican culture in Canada, much like there is a huge Jamaican culture in this country. So by having those sort of like bashment sort of tunes, I mean, who's under his label from Popcorn? Who's like, come on,
he's got.
Is that his guy? Is that his guy?
Popcorn, yeah.
Yeah, I know PND is
Popcorn, PND, Roy Woods, Majid Jordan are part of OVO. So he's got the Arab side there as well.
Yes. So like, that's kind of what PewDiePie did. And
that's
then you've
got
got Sniper Wolf, who's just simps.
Sniper Wolf.
She has the simps.
Bro, Sniper Wolf.
But you know what though? Like, I would watch one of her videos because some of her videos are actually kind of entertaining, right? And then like you look into the comments and they're not even filled with simps.
I remember Sniper Wolf. I used to be in love with Sniper Wolf when I was young. Oh my god. I would watch her videos religiously. Like, as soon as they came out, I'd be one of the first to see it. Come back home from school.
You have a pretty girl playing Black Ops Zombies. I'm like,
Yeah, and I was like, what? Pretty girls play the same games as me? No way. And they're pretty? Oh my god.
God damn.
Like, yeah, I would never comment under her videos. I think I commented like twice ever, but it wasn't like, oh my god, you're so pretty, my queen. Because then I found out she had a boyfriend. But you're
fine though. You don't. But have you seen her boyfriend?
Yeah.
I'm saying that's a fake relationship, bro. That's publicity.
Listen, they've been together for a long time.
Look, I don't wanna say something because it's not true, but that is so perfect, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to say, bro. Like, look, obviously, no disrespect. If I could be wrong, I'm probably wrong. I hope that I'm wrong, right? But this public relationship that she has with this guy, who looks so scruffy,
fam,
and
his name is Sausage.
Yeah. and she's like Lenga's Leng, like, bro, like. You said, oh, sorry, yeah, bro. Like, I'm trying to say, bro, like,
Yeah, I get it. I mean, listen, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one.
And she's a like a 10 millionaire. And what does he do? Like, nothing, bro. He's
yeah.
So she's the Leng one. So she's the Leng one and the rich one. And maybe I don't know. Maybe he's just a really good listener.
Yeah. There's a chance for every guy out there.
Maybe just a really nice guy.
I think so.
Maybe maybe
8.1 inches or some shit.
Maybe he's got like a good woodine on him, like, yeah.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? He knows he's a good sailor. He knows how to rock the boat.
You know what's funny though? Like, if I watch like a PewDiePie like meme review, he's 30 years old. He still talks like how he did when he was like 19. It's nuts. I can't imagine this person like, yeah, I can't imagine this person like he's married with a house and he's retired at 30 essentially. He always says that he's retired, like he's not trying to build his channel anymore because he just posts a video just to get a little check, or maybe because he just enjoys it. I'm
His
assuming
channel's still growing.
Yeah.
It's
Because
nuts.
he still makes, he's still funny. He's still his formula that he used to grow his channel. That's part of his personality that hasn't gone. He's really good at being self-aware at what he's doing. So when he's cringe, he knows he's cringe and he's being deliberately cringe, right? And when he's just trying to, like, you can tell this is a stunt, an attempt, something, I don't know what the word is, an action to gain a lot of attention from people, right? That's part of his personality. That's how he does it. Like, he's really good at like attracting attention from people. And that's why he's the king of YouTube, in my opinion. Like, he's for a small creator that doesn't have a fancy camera or great video editing skills or whatever, right? Like, what he's doing right now and the way he does it, it's just like, if he still made these videos right now with like 1 million subscribers, he could still grow off this.
Yeah,
because that formula is embedded in his personality. That's why he's one of my biggest role models. Yeah. Crazy.
And like Pewds, you know. Yeah. No, I used to watch him back in the day as well. Like, he was always funny, and I remember, like, me and my brother would literally sit down, we'd put him on the TV, the smart TV. We sat down on the sofa and we just watched him for like hours.
How's it going, bro? PewDiePie. Like, I was like, oh.
It's, you know, he's the first guy that I saw with like an intro like that.
Yeah.
Everyone would just be like, yo, what's happening? It's like, how's it going, bro? It's PewDiePie. Today we're gonna be playing with barrels, bro. And things like that. So yeah, he had like an actual personality which he came through with, and while he's playing his game, you're almost you're not even focusing on the gameplay, or you're not focusing on what's happening on the screen. You're focusing on his reaction. Yeah. And how he reacts. Because that's where the real comedy is. That's where the real entertainment is. The game, you know, you can play the game yourself, but his reaction.
There's this guy on YouTube. His name is Call Me Kevin. He does playthroughs of video of games, right? But his thing is not the game. It's him, right? So, and I know this because I've watched a playthrough of a game. I've seen a playthrough of the game. It's three parts, right? And the video's like 10-15 minutes long, like a decent size, right? You can watch the entire playthrough of the video. He will finish the video. You would have enjoyed yourself watching this video, and you have no idea what this game's about. Nothing's been spoiled. You still actually get the opportunity to go back and actually play this game, which is, in my opinion, is kind of like the perfect playthrough.
I think so.
Because you're getting the entertainment from the creator, which is the main thing, in my opinion. You have the experience of, you get like a little taster of what the game is like, but like the core fundamentals of what my opinion of what the most important thing of a narrative game is the narrative. Yeah. You can still enjoy that if you were to pick up the game right now and play it with a fresh set of eyes. You're not gonna be spoiled. Nothing's gonna be spoiled. So it's pretty cool.
What's his name? Kevin Hunter.
I think it's like Call Me Kevin.
Oh, Call Me Kevin Hunter. Call Me Kevin. Yeah, no, I realized the other day that I need to watch more YouTube. Yeah. Because when I make my videos, I just sort of make them how, like, if I had started making videos when I wanted to start them back in 2012 when I made my first video, what I'm doing right now would be like a viable way of making videos, and I could grow my channel like that. But I need to find out what people actually like to watch, and because I don't watch YouTube, I don't know how to edit my videos, how to structure them, what to say, what to not say, and things like that. So I need to at some point like take a day or two, or in between my videos, watch a bunch of YouTube from a bunch of creators, even ones who I've maybe never heard of before, like Kevin, Call Me Kevin, and then just sort of take bits and pieces from their content
Yeah.
and apply it to my own.
Yeah, literally. Watching people's YouTube videos, bro. Do you know how Tory Lanez started off, bro? He used to listen to his favorite artist songs or whatever, right? And he would try to sing it and rap it the way that they were doing it,
Yeah,
and that's how he
why
and
he got
and
his
that's how
style.
he got into this whole like multiple voice sort of style.
Hmm.
But he's like he tried to impersonate his favorite artists
Yeah,
by
I
doing
love
this. So
Tory.
in a sense, it's just a sense of in a sense it's inspiration by your artist. But I think it's a very important thing. Like I'm making this video now about my headset, and it was supposed to go up like weeks ago, but I'm still working on like fine detailing it, because
Yeah.
if I want to put this out, I want this to be my most hard worked on video, even if it's not gonna be my most popular, because it's a headset, not a whole PlayStation 5. But this is my first review, and I've taken the time to actually do B-roll and shots of the headphone at different angles, and I'm working with this, by the way. So I'm working with the aperture of this to try and get the focus in right of the detailing in the headset, in the headband, and try to understand. I mean, I can show you some bits.
Boy, sneak peek preview.
No, just some little bits. 100. Yeah. So like as I'm talking, you got some completely like B-roll stuff. So as I'm talking, I try to make sure that there's not a lot of just me talking.
Yeah.
I make sure that there's lots of cuts into what I'm talking about instead of me talking about what I'm talking about, and then it just kind of does its thing. So like this sort of like B-roll stuff, this stuff here is so much more important than this, even though this part is what everyone's gonna see. Like this part, it's these parts here that are like much more harder, and it requires a lot more thought process and creativity than just sitting in front of a camera and talking. But that's why this thing is taking so long, because I want this to be, even if it's my most popular video, I want this to say, yeah, this thing I genuinely worked hard on. And
yeah.
my next review of whatever it will be from the things that I learned from doing this.
Yeah, I mean that's like I always say, you want to like evolve and keep getting better and better and better. And for me, every video that I make, like I'm trying to do something new. I try and take like sort of not risks, but like add something different into my editing, or add something different into my script, or change my environment where I'm filming the video, just so I can do something different and try something new. Same thing happened with this Twitch stream. I took a break, and I'm trying to do 7 days in a row and stream 7 days in a row, and it's gonna be hard. And I luckily I'm on Wednesday, I'm on day 3 now. Technically I can use this as one stream, but I actually want to stream
Unemployed.
yeah, you're employed. Listen, I've got things that I need to do as well myself. Damn, what a shot. That hurt. Went right to the chest. Just call me unemployed, alright. Crikey.
I'm sorry. I love you, really.
Hey, man.
And
Listen, I get paid, alright?
Yeah.
When people, hey, any primers in the chat? Sub, please.
Alright, what? Okay, and once that month's subscription's done, can you do it to me? Say next, we'll just carousel it.
Are you an affiliate?
No.
Oh, well, get to affiliate status first,
I
and
think
then
I
yeah.
might almost be actually.
You have to get what is it? It's 50 followers, average of 3 viewers.
The other
Something like that.
requirements I've met. I just need 30 more followers.
30 more followers. So follow, big red.
But I also never use Twitch ever, because I had so many like technical issues with my capture card. I finally fixed the issue. Plus I had issues with my bandwidth, which now that I think I'm overkilling it. I think I'm thinking too much into it. I actually don't need that much. I need to adjust my settings.
Yeah.
I need to just adjust.
Yeah, you do. That's literally it. Like, see, for me, I need to get a mic. because when Adam comes home, he's literally, I can pull his chair into the shot. He's literally sitting this close. He's an arm's length away. And this microphone picks up everything. It probably picked up when my mum came in and you heard the keys in the door. So, like, I need a microphone which I can put somewhere here, and the noise comes from me, from this direction, and not from everything else that's happening in the room at the same time. If there's a car outside playing or blasting out music, that's not going to get picked up, which this microphone sadly does. It's the same reason why if I've got you on too high of a volume, or I'm watching a video on the stream and the volume's too high, the echo, this headset is too loud, and the sound leaks into the mic, and so you get this echo double audio effect. But that's just what happens, you know, when you're a small streamer, low production.
I actually can't think of why I prioritize more video or audio, because like I bought a 4K capture card for visual purposes, but then I also find that when my audio doesn't sound right, it so much.
Yeah.
If there's one thing, listen. If there's one thing I do not like, bro, is noise pollution. Like when I'm playing a game and I'm hearing my boy chomp, like, oh, like, look, hear me out, right? If you wanna eat whilst you're playing, fair enough. It just grosses me out, bro. And then people are like, yeah, but you do it. I'm like, bro, if I'm doing it, tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah, I try not to eat food on stream. I used to eat.
I don't know. Tell my boy. I'll be like politely. I'm like, bro, listen, hear me out. Can you just like put your mic down? He'd be like, why? I'm like, bro, can you just do it? I don't want to be like, oh, because bro, you're breathing so heavy into the mic and chewing so loudly, it's getting on my nerves. I don't want to say that. I just want to say, bro, can you say it mic down? He'd be like, no. I'm like, oh, you're such a bitch.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I think it's just, for me, it's like a consideration thing. Like, I don't really care.
Do you know how many times I've redone like a story because I've heard my nose breathe? I've just done it again. I don't like that.
He's just there.
I don't like that. No, it's like, it's never that bad. When I'm like, just in the background of me trying to, I'm like, oh no. And my microphone's sensitive, so it's gonna pick it up. So
I don't remember who it was, but I just remember there was once an Instagram, there was a Snap story, and somebody was dancing, and there was no sound, there was no volume, and all you could hear, like, I think it was a girl, yeah, she was recording herself dancing, and all you could hear was the whole time. She obviously didn't know, so she put it up on her story. And then I remember just watching the story, and I thought, like, is this me? Or like, what's going on? And all I could hear was,
do we need to do? It's fine.
What do you mean do what you need to do? I'm here to see you.
Oh, gay. Oh.
Astaghfirullah. Being gay is not. Being gay is okay. Being gay is okay. It's 2021.
Hey, yo, this bot can't go up.
Podcast stuff.
It's fine, man. It's fine. It's brotherly love. We're all gay. You know, we're all gay today.
You did some like dead trim.
I mean, we all got dead trims.
The number 2 all over.
Hey fam, don't talk about dead trims. I ain't even got a trim.
Who's got trims? Trims are for the weak, man. Look, my shit growing out.
What are you doing?
It's crazy. I'm just talking to my friend.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what? Well, I'm not gonna lie. We have to wrap this up because
So am I ruining this?
Yeah, you are.
Right, fair enough. I'm okay with that.
That's cool.
Also, we've been on this for like 2 hours.
Yeah, we can wrap up.
Yeah.
We can wrap up.
Podcast or live stream?
It's both.
But
Live pod.
it's a live pod. Yeah. Anyway, guys. So what are we doing? What were we talking about?
Sign out, innit?
Before I was rudely interrupted.
Just sign out. I don't even remember.
Yeah. Anyway. Alright. Anyway, guys. Safe. So is Wednesday good? I'm gonna ask my boss if I can specifically get Wednesday off every week.
Wednesday's good for me.
Wednesday
I
good
don't
for
see
you?
why it wouldn't be. Yeah, Wednesdays are good
Yeah,
for me.
'cause I think if there's one thing I can be consistent with is this, because Lord knows I can't be consistent with anything else.
Oh yeah, trust me. Consistency.
Because this
is-
why, if you're inconsistent, you're letting me down. If I'm inconsistent, I'm letting you down. So yeah.
I like that. True. Yeah.
Otherwise, with this, I'm
Wednesday's
just-
cool. Every Wednesday
cool.
or
Yeah, sure. Every
Yeah.
Wednesday.
cool.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
Wednesday then. That's what it will
Alright,
be.
cool.
All right. Say your
Alright, catch you
goodbyes.
later. Safe.
Goodbye.
So long, farewell. Bye.
Cool. Take care. Is the cam gonna stay on? No? My cam's not going to jump on. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so podcast had to be cut a little bit short. I mean, I say short, it's been an hour and 45 minutes. I don't know if I want to go live again straight away. I think I'm gonna take some time, go to the gym. It's 4:11 now. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to the gym in about half an hour, and yeah, I'll most likely be live. I mean, I say most likely, I will be live again. I'm trying to think about the time. 4 o'clock. Let's say I go to the gym at 5, 6, 7, come home, eat dinner, 8:30 roughly. Around 9, 10ish. I think I've been going live around 10:30. I want to try a little bit earlier today, so maybe 9:30, maybe 10. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Podcast as you heard every Wednesday. If we can both be on and be consistent. And yeah, that is all. Let me see if there's somebody. I don't think anyone's on. I don't really have Twitch friends that are like. I mean, I don't have Twitch friends full stop. Let alone Twitch friends that will be on at this time. Yeah, none. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you lot go about your days, get to it, and yeah, take care. As always, love. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you all later. Peace.